All systems go. Clear for liftoff.
Hello, welcome to this week's NASCAR Quick Hit here at SHIPIT Nation. I am Eric, also known as TheGame on Discord, and today we're going to be discussing the Bank of America Roval 400 taking place at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. As always, please go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. It really does go a long way and helping us with the YouTube algorithm. Before we go ahead and break down the Bank of America Roval 400 taking place at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, let me mention, of course, us. That's right, us at SHIPIT Nation, SHIPITNation.com. Everything you need to have fun and have success with DFS. We cover all of the major sports, NFL, which is in full swing. My 49ers had a victory on Thursday night against the Seahawks. PGA, MLB, MMA. There's a fight night happening right now as I record this video. College football, NBA is coming up before you know it. We are on night 3 or 4 of the NHL, and of course, NASCAR. So everything you need to have success with DFS, core reports, slate plan, the Shiptimizer, player pools, education courses, everything you need to have success with DFS. ShipItNation.com. All right. This week, Bank of America Roval 400 starts at 2 o'clock and is on the NBC network, or rather, it's at 2:30, and the pre-race starts at 2 o'clock. And TV coverage is on the NBC network in the US and TSN 5 in Canada. We are road course racing this week, so there's only 76.3 Dominator points up for grabs. So I'm only going to be using 1 or 2 Dominators per lineup. So 76.3 Dominator points up for grabs. I'm only going to be using 1 or 2. So last week, I went ahead and broke down drivers starting, I think, like 15th through the rear of the field. And people seem to like that. So I'm going to be doing that again this week, except for the whole field. And we'll be continuing with that format for the rest of the season. And we'll see what's more popular. And then next year, we'll go with that said format. So first up, we have our playoff drivers. This is a playoff cutoff race. So what we need to know as far as that goes is William Byron is locked in. William Byron can smash into a wall on lap 1, not complete a lap, finish dead last, and still make it into the playoffs next week. So Willie B locked in. Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, Alex Bowman, Ryan Blaney. For the most part, they're locked in. Bell, Larson, they're fairly safe. Hamlin, Bowman, Blaney, they're comfortable, but they still need a decent day on Sunday. Where it gets really interesting here is the bubble between Reddick, Elliott, and Logano. Reddick's 14 to the good. Chase Elliott's 13 to the good. Only 1 point separating them, with Logano being 13 points on back. That's an amount of points that Logano can make up on Sunday. So in my opinion, as far as the playoffs go, that is the battle to focus on. Reddick, Elliott, and Logano. Then rounding off the playoff bubble, we have Suarez, Cindric, and Chase Briscoe. they need victories, right? Do I think they could do it? Cindric, sure. Chase Briscoe and Daniel Suarez, not so much. But Cindric, yeah, I think Cindric could. Also, what I wanted to mention is first off, shout out to Matt Weaver and Sports Not, I guess that's how you say his website's name, for this article and these images, or for sharing these images rather. Charlotte Motor Speedway, the Roval went under a configuration change for this season, and I was quite concerned about it. However, the Xfinity race went off pretty much without a hitch today. And the Cup Series drivers are supposed to be, the tier up from Xfinity. So if Xfinity was able to tackle this track without major incident, Cup Series should too. But yeah, so now there is a high-speed downhill corkscrew portion, which wasn't there before. This really sharp U-turn section here that goes, oh, you can't see my mouse, that goes back to the banking. That's sharper than what it was. And this road course chicane here, front straight chicane, rather, heading towards start finish, is tighter. Plus, as we saw in Xfinity, these blue little like turtle curb things are like super high. Like you hit those things, your head is getting beat around inside the car. You get 4 tires off those things, like you're catching some air. It's going to be very interesting to see how the next gen car can handle those high curbs for however many laps there is. I forget off the top of my head on Sunday. All right. Oh, that's my desktop. You don't want to look at that. Where's my thing? There we go. Boom. All right. Let's go ahead and talk about the race. I have some notes here that I wrote for some drivers, but not everybody. For the most part, I'm going to be talking these drivers right off the top of my head. Pole sitter, Shane Van Gisbergen. This was a brand new race for him. This was not on his original schedule this season. They just added it this weekend, rather earlier this week. And it seems so far so good. Fastest in practice, came out, put it on the pole. Odds on favorite to win. Probably everybody's favorite Dominator play for Sunday. Next up, we got Tyler Reddick. Reddick has 3 road course victories in 14 next-gen era road course races. Reddick is an excellent road course racer and is on the bubble. He does not need to win on Sunday. However, it wouldn't hurt, and he absolutely is able to. He has the car to do so, and he has the ability to do so. So Reddick, excellent choice on Sunday. AJ Allmendinger. Dinger won this race last season, and much like SVG, is not racing for points, is not racing for the playoffs, is only focused on the victory, which is what we as DFS players want. So love AJ Allmendinger. Joey Logano, I don't expect him to dominate this race by any stretch of the imagination. However, this race will have strategy elements, and Logano and his team are excellent at strategy races. So I will have some exposure to Joey Logano, just not sure how much yet. Austin Cindric. Always love Austin Cindric at road courses, and this is no exception here. Only 7,500. I'm surprised he's so cheap. Kyle Larson. Larson has, I want to say, 2. Yeah, he has 2 victories in the 14 next-gen era road course races. In my opinion, it kind of feels like Larson's being overlooked this weekend. He was decent in practice. I'm not saying he's going to go out and win the race, but it just seems like so much focus is on SVG and Dinger that like Larson and Reddick are kind of going overlooked. So no, I have no issues on taking a shot on Larson this weekend. Chase Elliott, he has no next gen road course victories. However, he does have 6 top 5s in 13 road course races because I believe he missed one due to injury. So 6 out of 13 road course, 6 top 5s out of 13 road course races for Chase Elliott in the next gen. Brad Keselowski, he's a big fade for me on Sunday. I'm surprised he qualified as good as he did, to be honest with you. Bubba Wallace would normally be a fade. However, his road course racing, in my opinion, has been trending up. He was good in practice, decent in qualifying, and is dirt cheap, 6,500. So I'll be taking some shots on Bubba. Willie B, he is locked in to the next round of the playoffs, so he doesn't really have to try all that hard on Sunday. However, he does have 2 road course wins in 14 next gen races, just like Larson. So he's a more than capable road course racer. He just doesn't have to win or race for points or anything. So I don't know what to do with Willie B. Kyle Busch on the other hand, I love me some Kyle Busch. Decent in practice, has been fast these past couple weeks, is racing for a victory. Has yet to win this season, has come close so many times. There's a chance he goes overlooked on Sunday. I will definitely have exposure to Kyle Busch. Christopher Bell at 9K, starting 12th. He won this race in 2022. Daniel Suarez, mi amigo. I don't really, me personally, I don't really think of Suarez much when I think about the Roval. I think about him more as far as like Sonoma goes. However, Vegas has him at plus 1,800, and he was decent in practice. So probably worth taking some shots on Suarez. Ryan Blaney at 7,800. He was third in the 1 lap, but then 19 in the 5. Vegas has him at plus 4,000. Probably going to fade Blaney. Todd Gilliland is dog water at road courses. He's a big time fade for me. Ross Chastain, I love Ross Chastain this weekend because he got the monkey off his back. He has got his victory. It seems like they found some speed. He's not racing for points with the playoffs, only going for wins. And he's aggressive. So love me some Ross Chastain. Alex Bowman, 17th. Bowman's a good little road course racer. He's been good at the Roval. I kind of wish he needed more points so he could fight. So I'd be more confident that he would be going for a win versus just going for stage 1 and stage 2 points. So I'm undecided on what I'm doing with Alex Bowman. Denny Hamlin, not the best. I will have exposure because he is a playoff driver and he is 7,100, but he's not the greatest road course racer in the world. Ty Gibbs, decent road course racer. However, I'm probably going to fade him just because there's better options beneath him. Carson Hocevar, love me some Carson Hocevar as I always do. Spire Motorsports is like a mini Hendrick, 6,100. I will take that all day long. Michael McDowell, 8,700. Yes, give me some Michael Mack. He started his career as a road course racer and has at least 1 road course victory, probably more. I forget off the top of my head, but I know he won. I think he won like Indy road course or something last year, dominated, right? So definitely can get the job done at a road course and has surprising us more than once this year. So don't sleep on Michael McDowell. Austin Dillon, fade. Zane Smith, hey. 5,800. I love the upside. He was mid in practice, 22nd in practice. However, he qualified mid at 23rd. I'll take it. He's cheap. If he keeps where he should be all day, great. He has been trending upwards lately, and I think he has 1 or 2 Truck Series road course victories. The Truck Series don't race on road courses much, but I know he definitely has 1, if not 2, road course victories in the trucks, so he can get the job done on a road course. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is going to be a fade for me. Chase Briscoe, he would normally be a fade for me at a road course. However, he is a playoff driver. He does have to go for a victory. And he's new dad energy. Him and his wife were able to introduce twins to the world just this past week. So he's racing to feed 2 more mouths at home. And I love that new twin dad energy for Chase Briscoe. So normally he's a fade for me. Even practice wasn't that great, but he has to win. So you never know what happens. Daniel Hemrick, fade. Corey LaJoy, fade. Chris Buescher, gimme. Love Chris Buescher on Sunday. Martin Truex Jr., I don't know how to have an opinion on Truex. The positives are you are getting a Joe Gibbs Racing driver, a NASCAR championship winning driver in Joe Gibbs Racing equipment for $8,000 on DraftKings, who's plus 4,000 to win. That's all the positives. However, he's had like a shit run of luck lately. And if he's going to win in his last handful of races here, in my opinion, it's not going to be at the Roval. It'll be like, could he win next week at Vegas? Absolutely. Could he win at Homestead? Absolutely. Could he win at Martinsville? Absolutely. Could he win at Phoenix? Absolutely. Could he win at the Roval? Now you're saying, well, we don't need him to win because he's starting 30th. We just need positive place differential. You're right. We don't need him to win, and we do just need positive place differential. But he's had such bad luck. And is he really going to be motivated to really give it hell at the Roval when he has, Vegas, Homestead, Martinsville, Phoenix coming up? I don't know. The upside's there. The equipment's there. The driver has the ability. I don't know. I think I'm fading. Kaz Grala playing. I like paying Kaz at road courses. He's been decent this season at them. I mean, decent for the equipment he's in, etc. So I'll take Kaz at 53. Noah at 66. I want to say he finished 22nd here in the 2022 season. He was racing the 48 when Bowman had his injury. He did not race the Roval last year because he was out on his suspension. So he's probably projecting a bit better than what he should due to him only having 1 race more versus anyone else here. The upside's there. Decent in practice compared to the people around him, like Justin Haley and Ryan Preece. So he's worth a consideration. I love Justin Haley, but he just did not show any speed on Sunday, so I'm probably going to fade him. Ryan Preece, he's a fade for me. John Hunter Nemechek, he's going to be a fade. Josh Berry, I'll probably take a chance because of Rodney Childers, his crew chief, but if I also have 0, I wouldn't be surprised. Eric Jones, I really like Eric Jones as a driver. I just think Legacy Motor Club is missing something, so it's hard for me to roll him out. And Josh Balicki is a fade for me. So, hey, I think I did the whole full field there. And also, what's a fun fact is this is the second time I've done this. I I did this about 20 minutes ago, and I realized I never hit the record button. So you got the second take of this recording. So that is, I think, everything I have for my notes. We went over the track changes. I went over every driver in the field. I spoke about how amazing we are at SHIPIT Nation. What an amazing community we have at SHIPIT Nation. Yeah, that's it. Hey, guys, thank you so much for watching, as always. If you have any questions concerning the slate, please feel free to tag me. And as always, let's ship it.